When we do transfers as a diocese, when we do staff reorganization, we understand that this is God's ministry. So we don't put personality in it. We don't put any selfish interest in it. But there are key criteria that we follow. The first thing is that we seek the face of God honestly in prayer. So we do whatever reorganization that we do prayerfully. The second thing that we consider is what is somebody's calling, what is somebody's gift. The third thing we consider is, because we know this is ministry, we look at where is somebody's spouse, because we know in this calling God calls us to serve him together as families. We also look at the projects that God has entrusted in our hands as a diocese to serve his people. Who is there, who has the gifts, who has the capacity to manage it. But we also look at the age to retirement. The second last thing we look at is development initiative, but also compliance issues. And the last thing, which is most important, like I said, is what is the will of God in our lives for us as a diocese and as the people that he has called. And so I want to say that our hope as a diocese is that even when we make this announcement, we will appreciate that God sets the right time for the right cause, and then he deploys us for his will at a given time. And so I don't expect that somebody is going to rise and start saying, you know, you don't know so and so, you have to, this one should have remained where. We are listening to the voice of God. And so I am going to mention this list. And at the end of the service, all the letters will be ready on that desk. Dina and then Lillian Kakacha. So as soon as the service is done, all the letters are ready. You just pass on that desk and pick it. So the first person is Reverend Canon Vincent Oluel. Reverend Canon Vincent Oluel. Reverend Canon Vincent has come from West Lango Diocese. We received him back in Diocese of Lango. Canon Vincent Oluel was Lango and we are sending him to Namasala Vicarage as a vicar. The next person is Reverend Tom Apero. Reverend Tom Apero. Reverend Tom has been in Aguirre. He will be moving from Aguirre to Naboyo. And all those, Reverend Tom will go as a parish priest. The next person is Reverend Captain Julius Otuke. Reverend Captain Julius Otuke. Reverend Captain Julius has been in a Molatar. He has done a great work for which we are even thankful like the rest. Captain Julius will be going to Dokolo Urban Archdeaconry as the Archdeacon. The next is Reverend Dennis Oraj. Reverend Dennis Oraj. He will be moving from Aguirre SS. And we will start Muntu Parish as the parish priest. The next is Reverend Martin Otue. And Reverend Martin Otue. He will be moving from a Parliament Parish to a Gigdak Parish. The next person is Reverend Robin Oloj.
Ngado kene be Reverend Robin Watts.
He will be moving from Baya Parish to Akol Parish as a parish priest.
Ena ya Baya tewot Akol atara dit kapat.
The next person is Reverend Patrick Ocheng.
Ngado kene be Reverend Patrick Ocheng.
He will be moving from Amaj Parish to Agwengeri Parish.
Ena ya Amaj Parish tewot Agwengeri.
The next person is Reverend Robert Cole.
Ngado kene be Reverend Robert Cole.
He will be moving from Adok Parish to Apuri Parish.
Ena ya ikakwat me Adok tewot Apuri.
The next person is Reverend Canon Sylvester Ochen.
Ngado kene be Reverend Canon Sylvester Ochen.
Reverend Canon Sylvester will be moving from Doholo Urban Archdeaconry to the Diocesan Secretariat as the Diocesan Education Inspector of Schools in Charge Secondary.
Ena ya ko Doholo Urban achala Archdeacon toboge office kano achala ngata meroro chukule eto dongere wok ichukule me senior.
The next person is Reverend Venerable Ronald Paul Eguin.
Ngado kene be Reverend Venerable Ronald Paul Eguin.
He will be moving from Liran North Archdeaconry to Doholo Archdeaconry as a archdeacon.
Ena ya Liran North Archdeaconry toward Doholo Archdeaconry achala archdeacon.
The next person, I will say partly, the bishop will have the other part of it, is Reverend Canon James Okaha.
Ngado kene anako bu duloro ekane rotemme doginoro be Reverend Canon James Okaha.
We will move from Lira Archdeaconry to Borbor Cathedral Chapter.
And bino ya Lira Archdeaconry to Bogi Cathedral Pan.
The next person is Reverend Jonathan Mayanja Olap.
Ngado kene be Reverend Mayanja Olap.
He will move from Obangapowan Parish to All Saints Cathedral as a team vicar.
Ena ya Obangapowan to bini Cathedral kan achalo durme vicar.
Now we have also decided to allocate the other team, the pastoral team who is at the diocese, to also support as team vicars at the cathedral. So Reverend Captain Patrick Benson will have additional role as a team vicar here alongside his work as a mission coordinator.
Jokena meti secretariat wanda otiu to chalogika gimogo don Reverend Captain Patrick Benson ogwang immediately jokena na ti secretariat binda Dr. Cathedral kan me konyo.
We will have Reverend Canon Brenny Okui. He will move from All Saints Cathedral to Angwetangwet Parish as a parish priest.
Reverend Canon Brenny Okui binu Angwetangwet achalo adit kapat.
We have Reverend Alice Priska Awuma.
Reverend Alice Priska Awuma.
She will move from the Secretariat to All Saints Cathedral as a team vicar.
And binu ya cathedral, Secretariat to Cathedral chalo dulmo kwat.
We have Reverend Tony Mike Okelo.
Reverend Tony Mike Okelo.
He will move from Doholo Archdeaconry and will open a match Archdeaconry. The next is Reverend Canon Richard Omara.
Reverend Canon Richard Omara.
He will move from Kangai Parish to Angeta Parish. The next is Reverend Agad Emun.
Reverend Agad Emun.
We will move from All Saints Cathedral to Adok Parish as a parish priest.
All Saints Cathedral to
The next person is Reverend Jacob Achon.
Reverend Jacob Achon.
Reverend Jacob Achon will move from Ngeta Parish and he will go to Akia, but he will replace the Reverend Canon James as an archdeacon from Lira Archdeaconry. The next person is Reverend Julie George Oyom.
Reverend Julie George Oyom.
He has crossed from West Lango, so he will be working alongside Jacob as a curate at Akia Parish. The next is Reverend Dick Odur.
Reverend Dick Odur.
Reverend Dick will move from Aputi Parish to Tetiang Parish.
Reverend Jacob aya apuri toward Tetiang.
Reverend Dick.
Reverend Dick aya apuri toward Tetiang.
The next is Reverend Geoffrey Otum.
Reverend Geoffrey Otum.
Reverend Geoffrey Otum will move from Anai Parish to Adiaha Parish as a parish priest. The next is Reverend Geoffrey Ogwang.
Reverend Geoffrey Ogwang.
He will move from Olil Parish and he will open a new parish on our Wigwang.
St. Andrews Parish and our Wigwang.
So we have the next person is Reverend Agola Troy Francis.
Adokene be Reverend Agola Troy Francis.
He has been serving as a curate at Lirach Deaconry. He will go to Ngata Parish as a parish priest.
And we be the curate me Lirach Deaconry etamanne wo be dita kwa mangera.
The next person is Reverend George Ario.
Adokene be Reverend George Ario.
He will move from Adiel Parish to Beam Parish as a parish priest.
And ya Adiel toward ikakwat no Beam.
The next person is Reverend Canon Richard Opiato.
Adokene be Reverend Canon Richard Opiato.
He will move from All Saints Cathedral Borboro to Lil Parish as a parish priest.
And ya kwa cathedral toward be dita kwa Lil.
The next is Reverend Job Okeng.
Adokene be Reverend Job Okeng.
Reverend Job will move from All Saints Cathedral to St. Augustine Parish as a team vicar.
And biro ya kwa cathedral toward St. Augustine Parish achalo dulukwat.
The next person is Captain Catherine Ogwal.
Captain Catherine Ogwal.
Captain Catherine will leave the cathedral team and will join St. Luke Regional Referral Hospital and prisons as a chaplain.
And the cathedral can toward the chaplain me dagatal karachekiri prison.
The next person is Reverend Moses Ogwal.
Reverend Moses Ogwal.
He will move from Angwetangwet Parish to Holy Trinity Parish, Baragole, as a parish priest.
And a young Angwetangwet to Beradika Kwat me Baragole, Holy Trinity.
The next is Reverend Grace Oyuku.
Reverend Grace Oyuku.
She will move from All Saints University Lango to St. Augustine Parish as a team vicar.
And Bria ko achalo chaplain me asul ekata word joining your man St. Augustine achalo curate.
Reverend Tony Joshua Late, who has been serving as the assistant chaplain, will take on the role of Reverend Grace as the chaplain for All Saints University Lango.
Reverend Tony Joshua manu konyo Reverend Grace achalo chaplain and don't be doko chaplain me All Saints University.
The next is retired Reverend Canon Dr. Jackie Milton Otawa Lima.
Adokene bedo Reverend Canon Dr. Jackie Milton Otawa Lima manu we.
He has been home and he will be getting back to Bampawang, Lira Urban West Archdeaconry as a archdeacon.
And no way to pass you and to be doko Bampawang shall archdeacon.
The next is Reverend Santos Amone.
Adokene bedo Reverend Santos Amone.
He will be moving from Namasale Vicarage to Anai Parish as a parish priest.
The
next is Reverend God Aaron Oyuku.
Reverend God Aaron Oyuku.
God Aaron will be moving from Amatibur Parish to Katkwe Parish as a parish priest. The next is Reverend James Gweng.
Reverend James Gweng.
He will be moving from Owalo to Amatibur Parish as a parish priest. The next person is Reverend Canon Tony Abong.
Reverend Canon Tony Abong.
He will be moving from Aramo Parish to Gur Parish as a parish priest and archdeacon, Lira North Archdeaconry.
And biri ya koeka kwa Romo toward Berugur achalo adika kwa kere archdeacon Lira North Archdeaconry.
Next is Reverend Walter Ake.
Reverend Walter Ake.
He will be moving from Olilim Parish to Balonyo Parish.
Ena ya ko Olilim Parish toward kwa me Balonyo.
Next is Reverend Shadrach Ogwal.
Reverend Shadrach Ogwal.
He will be moving from Obampewang Parish to Alepton Vicarage as a vicar.
And we are called Obampewang Parish toward Alepton Vicarage.
Next is Reverend Tony Okelo.
Reverend Tony Okelo.
Reverend Tony will be moving from Naboyo to Anara Parish as a parish priest.
And we are called Naboyo toward Kakwat me Anara Chaladit Kakwat.
Next is Reverend Samuel Jimmy Okaha, who was in Anara.
Reverend Samuel Jimmy Okaha meonuti Anara.
He has been recalled to the secretariat.
And don't put it go in a OPC.
Next is Reverend Quirino Oyera.
Reverend Quirino Oyera.
He will be moving from Barjobi Parish to Chora Parish.
Ena ya ko Barjobi to be Chora Parish.
Next is Reverend Canon Jimmy Max Ajon.
Reverend Jimmy Max John.
He will be moving from Orum Archdeaconry and will open a Molatar Archdeaconry.
And ya kwa chala archdeacon me Orum toward Yabo Archdeaconry me Molatar.
Next is Reverend Captain Apollo Owikene.
Reverend Captain Apollo Owikene.
He will be moving from the secretariat to room archdeaconry as a archdeacon.
And bino word bedo archdeacon mo room.
Next is Reverend Charles Dickens Akudu.
Reverend Charles Dickens Akudu.
He will be moving from Adiaha to Barjobi Parish as a parish priest. The next is Reverend George Patrick Akorimo.
Reverend George Patrick Akorimo.
He will be moving from Balonyo Parish to Lilim Parish as a parish priest. Next is Reverend Jackson Apira.
Reverend Jackson Apira.
He will be moving from Aleptong Vicarage to Konaduari Parish as a parish priest.
Aleptong Vicarage to be the Konaduari
The next person is Reverend Jimmy Pule.
Reverend Jimmy Pule.
He will move from Aduari Parish to Apami Parish as a parish priest. The next is Reverend Canon Dennis Obonyo.
Reverend Canon Dennis Obonyo.
He will move from Angeta Parish to Kangai Parish. The next person is Reverend Canon Nelson Ogali, retired.
Reverend Canon Nelson Ogali,
he will leave home and then go to Obot Parish.
And pass the word
The next person is Reverend James Ayang ABC.
Reverend James Ayang ABC.
Reverend James Ayang ABC will move from Amocha to Adiel Parish as a parish priest.
Reverend James Ayang binuya Amocha to Beradika Kwat me Adiel.
The next is retired Reverend Caesar Bott.
Retired Reverend Caesar Bott.
He will leave home and go to Abua Parish as a parish priest.
And
the next person is Reverend Jimmy Bierohanga.
Reverend Jimmy Bierohanga.
He will move from Abololil to Amunamun Parish as a parish priest.
The
next person is Reverend Jasper Awan.
Reverend Jasper Awan.
Reverend Jasper will move from Chora to Abololil Parish as a parish priest.
The
next is Reverend Felix Ogwangochen.
Reverend Felix Ogwangochen.
He has crossed from West Lao. He will be going to open Barapur Parish. The next is Reverend Deacon William Ochakilego.
Reverend Deacon William Ochakilego.
He will be leaving Orum Parish and he will go and caretake Ogor Parish. Now we have done deployments on some technical staff to do some reorganization in office, just 3 offices. We have Canon Grace Kisa.
Canon Grace Kiza.
On top of our role as the President Mothers Union,
President Mothers Union,
she will serve as the Diocesan Inspector of Schools in Church Primary.
And we primary.
On Isaac John, who has been serving as a treasurer, we have given him a role to continue to move out to churches and institutions and do internal audit.
Isaac John Bameno can limwa mekineno endango birumede kedi wot ikaberidushu mewo ngi yubuhe melim ameti ikaberu.
So when you see Isaac coming to schools, when you see him coming to parishes, then he's doing his job.
Kaine nene bi shukule nyobini kakware entie ticherme angi book melim.
The last person is Lydia Okonya.
Nadokene amaberu Lydia Okonya no.
We have invited her to support internal audit at the Secretariat.
Thank
Thank you very much and God bless you.